To replace the evaporator fan, you'll need a Phillips screwdriver, clippers to cut zip ties, and more zip ties to secure the harnesses back in place.
A set of needle nose pliers can be helpful with the side bolts. First, be sure your machine is unplugged. In an elevator machine, swing open the door at the bottom to access your refrigeration unit. Unplug the evaporator fan and compressor. Next, remove the mounting bracket screws and unhook the mounting bracket from the side tabs. Now you can pull out the refrigeration unit. Here the condenser fan power is running out the back of the machine. On older machines, you will need to unhook it from the refrigeration unit prior to removal. To keep the refrigeration system running smoothly, it is a good idea to wipe off the condenser fan in the back if there's an accumulation of dust or dirt. Be sure not to bend the aluminum blades. You can also check to make sure your intake filter is clean. Pull out your filter from the side here. When the intake air filter is out, you can brush off the screen intake by reaching underneath the machine just behind the front right leg. Make note of the arrow indicating the flow of air. Also, make sure the gaskets are formed back into place and stuck securely on the unit.
This is back in place. Now remove these 8 Phillips screws so you can take off the refrigeration unit cover. Find the fans here and remove zip ties holding the harness in place above the fans. Next, remove these 4/4-inch Phillips screws here so you can access the evaporator fans. Here is the released ground wire. Next, clip other zip ties so you can remove the fan housing. Find the back of the fans and remove the 4/4-inch Phillips screws that hold the fan in place. Flip it over and take out the fan. Disconnect the fan from the harness. Now, take the new fan and connect the harness like so. Make sure the new fan is facing the same way and the other fan is in the housing unit. Hold the new fan in place and secure it with the 4/4-inch Phillips screws. Replace one fan at a time so that you don't get the connectors confused. Now put the fan housing back in the refrigeration unit. Secure the Phillips screws on top here. Reattach the ground wire. and secure the other side here. Attach zip ties to secure harnesses in place. Tie the zip ties to the holes in the corners of the fan. Finally, reattach the refrigeration unit cover with these 8 Phillips screws.
Slide the refrigeration unit back in. Hook the unit in the side bracket. Remove the bracket near the door so that you can place the long bracket in the front of the refrigeration unit. Then you can put the bracket back in place. It can be helpful to use needle nose pliers to hold the side bolt. Plug in the evaporator fan and compressor here on the right side. Make sure they are secure. For more assistance, call VenNet Technical Support at 1-800-833-4411.